I have to insert my finger into your rectum and examine the prostate gland.
My problem ain't back in that area, Doc.
Thank you, Doc. You ever serve time?
So how's this work? You just feel my pulse? Or
This isn't fair. It's routine, Jim.
I don't like nobody behind me like that.
Be very gentle, be in and out before you know it.
Do you have to breathe right up my neck?
Sorry?
You using the whole fist, Doc?
what the hell was that? That's a prostate exam. Shut up! You had your finger in my ass!
That's how a prostate exam is performed. Now, if you'll just let me...
Get away from me!
Thank you. All right, thanks, everybody. Seriously. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay, enough already. We appreciate you. Love the podcast.
Thanks, everybody. Oh, my God, it's been such a great response for the first one. I mean, you know, you do a cat throw and you throw a cucumber in and they get 3 million views. But, I mean, I think we're off to a pretty good start, you know? We got, you know, people, they're uniques. People are enjoying the show. We've got a lot of great feedback. So thanks, everybody, for joining us for our second episode. It's very exciting.
I love it. So got some bad news. I chipped my lucky mug. How lucky can a mug be if it chip? You know? But I still got my lucky mug and my lucky hat. You know?
Actually, I think that's not a good sign, to be honest.
May not be a very lucky mug after all. We'll just have to wait and see. So far, so good. You know, so far, so good. Well, anyway, so how you been? How's Indiana going?
Things are good, but you know, I didn't know if you heard or not, but we did not get the sponsorship from the Cuties folks.
You know what? That's it. I'm done with them. I thought for sure they would forgive us, you know, but you know, it happens in the citrus industry. You know, we pissed them off.
Absolutely.
You know, but I got to tell you, I got some good news. I did reach out to the, actually they reached out to me, the National Grapefruit Council. Yeah. And I was talking with the people from Pomelo, you know, and they're like, listen, man, nobody's going to peel this bitch. What they do is they cut it in half, a little sugar, you know, and have it with a spoon and enjoy, you know. So I'm thinking we go move forward with the Pomelo. And then also I got some good news too from the, California Growing Company Association. They're interested in doing some walnuts with us, you know.
Oh,
yeah,
that would be just nice. Yes, I mean,
I was chatting with them, you know, and they're like, "Hey, you know, we were thinking about changing after watching the show. We were thinking about changing our logo a little bit, you know, going with something like, hey, come enjoy a walnut. We're about the size of a prostate. Come bust the nut while you still can. What do you think? You know." I mean, I thought it was a great opportunity to maybe bring them on board. So I don't know. I'm still shopping sponsors. I'm still shopping.
Well, we've got time. I mean, you know, it's only our second episode, so we don't want to rush into anything. You know what I mean?
We've only just off one industry so far.
Yeah.
But the grapefruit is on our side.
I don't think anyone will mistake a grapefruit for a prostate. If your prostate is the size of a grapefruit, you've got some serious problems.
Look at this, man. You got real problems, baby. That's a beaut.
Call your
I'm
doctor.
Crack that open after the show and enjoy it because I love it. A little bit of sugar. A little bit of sugar and a spoon. You can even slice it a little bit. Come to daddy. Any updates? I just got my PT scan and I got my bone scan and really good, man. No new tumors.
That's
Medicine
great.
seems to be working. I was talking to my oncologist because we were laughing about the podcast because they watched it and they loved it. And he came up and he said, hey, just FYI, you are getting the medicine, you know, because we were joking about, is it mind over matter? Looks like I'm getting the medicine, so nothing to do with the mind. So, but he was cracking up. He loved the show. And no, the only thing is, you know, you get that report. I can't read a damn thing. It's like, oh, the triglycerides at the backside of the thing. Sure. You might have a little bit of L2 and L1 with the T3, you know, but then it ends with this thing that says, you know, you have extensive diverticular disease in the lower abdomen. So, of course, I'm like, oh, great. Now I got something else to deal with. Ends up it's just a minor hernia, but, you know, just still something to deal with, you know. It was like, if it pops out, push it back. I'm like, thanks, Doc. I mean, sometimes these guys cracking me up. He's like, hernia is the least of your worries, buddy. I'm like,
absolutely.
yeah.
It is the least of your worries, to be honest. You got bigger problems, but I think they do that. I had my PSA test, blood test yesterday. So obviously I wanted to be, we talked about it the last episode. I want to be 0, 0. I want to be like non-detectable, like have nothing be able to show up. So we'll see what that is. But so I'm sure it's going to be fine. I feel good. My surgeon was amazing, and I'm sure he did a great job. So, but yeah, they literally called me today, and I thought it was the test, like giving me the results, and it was to schedule my next 3-month appointment. So they scared the living hell out of me, with the call. And it was just to set up my next one, which is in 3 months, which I thought was a good sign, I guess.
Yeah, funny you say that. I was in Phoenix last week for our national sales awards meetings. And while I was in there, I had a call from my doctor. So I didn't listen to it. I was in the meeting. So then I come out, and the first thing she says is, "Oh, hey, Kev, I got some bad news." And I'm like, and then she goes, "Your appointment's changed to Tuesday instead of Monday." I'm like, you just don't say bad news when you're talking to someone about cancer. I'm like, don't say that. I called her back. I'm like, don't do that. You're scaring me. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." So
they make a lot of calls a day, and they send out a lot of emails and a lot of texts and a lot of information on all that stuff. And it's the different world when you're recovering from stuff and fighting stuff. You see all this stuff and you're waiting for results and information. And it's not like just the old days, when you got, they rush into the waiting room or whatever, and they drop the bad news on you. Now you can get it in an email or a phone call so it's a different world, no doubt about it.
So you got your PSA coming. Let's hope that baby's at 0. Mine's still down, 7.76. All is good. I mean, you look fabulous, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Because you were up a little bit. Now you're down. Got your weight taken care of a little bit.
Up a little bit. I was, this time last year, I was 280, and now I'm 225.
This thing's about 240. So, okay. Yeah, I got you.
No, it's a lot of weight. It's literally, if anybody has a water softener, it's 40 pounds is a bag of rock salt. Add another 15 pounds to that. So I was walking around with a lot of weight on, and I have people say to me, they go, what are you on the shot? You're on the Ozempic? And I'll just go, no, cancer. And
the old fashioned one.
Stop them in their tracks, But to be honest, though, I mean, I started losing the weight before I got diagnosed, and I was actually really starting to get pretty healthy. And then, surprise, surprise, I got that information and that diagnosis. But the cancer did help, like with another 15, 20 pounds of the surgery. You're pretty thick for the first 3 weeks, and I've just I've really kind of cut down on just a lot of stuff like the bad food and the booze. And
I'll tell you, I'm doing the same thing. Processed foods, getting away from the processed foods. Let me just jot down the Rock Salt Company as a possible sponsor. Rock Salt. Morton's Rock Salt. Don't they also do fish? It's the Morton's Fisherman. Is that the same guy?
I don't know if it's the same company. I don't think it is.
Back when you did carry a few extra pounds, we did used to joke around, and I'd always be like, "Hey guys, leave him alone. He ain't heavy. He's my brother." Yeah. But now I can say it because you ain't heavy no more. You're down to about my weight. I'm sitting at about 202.
No, I mean, it was a combination of, just getting healthy and exercise and stuff. And it feels good. I mean, I think about it. I had to literally get cancer to get healthy. It's the weirdest thing, but it made me.
Crazy. That's crazy.
It really kind of woke me up. I mean, I'm 57. And I know we talked last week about Mom. She was 57 when she passed away, and it scared the shit out of me. And I know you've got a birthday coming up next week. You'll be 60.
It's crazy when you hit that big 60, that big 60.
I know it's going to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to your 60th and celebrating with you soon in person. But right now we get to talk on the podcast and everything. And I know that you've had a lot going on out in San Francisco with the Super Bowl and stuff. And remember, we watched that. I know we talked about it. We watched that. I know a lot of people saw that commercial. That's really cool. I saw that again today. I refreshed my memory on it.
It's called Relax Your Tight End. It was pretty funny because you had all the tight ends. It actually showed the close-up of their booties, all tightened up and then dropping them. It's called Relax Your Tight Ends. And they've got a website. Let me see if I still have it written down here. Relax It's a bloodtest.com, all one word. Relax. It's a bloodtest.com. It's a great reference website, a great resource, funny
Absolutely.
commercial. And little did I know, it was 1 in 8 guys to get this thing. So it's the real deal. And now and again, it's getting earlier and earlier. And I don't know if it's the processed foods or all the other crap, but something's going on where cancer is on the move, baby. So everybody watch out. Take care of yourself. That's all you can do. But yeah, visit that website. I checked it out. It's got a lot of great information.
Oh yeah, I mean, we do our intro. Obviously, is the old way.
That's a great intro.
But I mean,
Shout out to Taylor.
now it's a simple blood test, and I mean, I didn't have my doctor get in there until I was much farther along. And it was the urologist guy. So my regular physician, she's like, "We'll do a blood test." she's staying away from the area. So what's you got the capes back there, guy?
I got the capes back here, guy. I got a Superman cape that I got. Someone sent me in the mail. I'm not sure who. It was an Amazon gift. And then my gal, Teresa, who takes care of me with this clinical trial, sent me the blue one. So I gave me the blue one yesterday at my appointment. And so it's just fabulous. So again, I don't feel like a hero, but I think it's great that, the medicine's working for me. And again, I hope that I can help people by doing that, so we will see.
Yeah, I think we are. I've got probably 20 texts from people that friends of mine, a couple that I hadn't talked to in years that were like, I'm going to go. I haven't had a PSA. A couple of guys were like, I haven't been to the doctor in like 3-4 years. So it's crazy,
I got him texting me saying, "Hey, I'm at a 2.85. What should I do?" I'm like, talk to your urologist, talk to your thing, so I'm glad we're helping people. And I hope more people, listen and understand that, again, this isn't just about prostate cancer. When I was in with this diverculatosis and some of my blood work's a little out of whack, they're like, it's probably time for another colonoscopy. And I had one 5 years ago. They found a couple polyps. And he goes, well, if you have 2 polyps, you're supposed to go back every 3 to 5 years. And I know you had like 8. Weren't you heavy on the polyps?
I had 17 polyps and 9 were precancerous. Yeah. So I had to go back every 3 years, but I went just last year and I had 2 and they were small. And so I got to go back in like a couple years. So I go back every 3 years. Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah. And they, the great thing about the colon cancer thing, if you catch that early, they just cut those out, man, and you're good. You just got to stay on top of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody. As we do, and it'll be kind of a recurring theme in the podcast. So we're going to do just kind of a little teaser of a movie quote to see who knows it. And John will be going today. So here it is, John. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it.
That's an easy one.
Ding, ding,
That's an easy
ding, 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 ding. Are you sure?
Yeah, I think I got it. Are you going to give me the drum roll?
I think you got
giving me the drum roll?
All right. I'll give you the drum roll.
I got this one. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
You got it.
One of the best movies ever.
You're 1 right, 1 wrong. So you're 1 and 1. You blew Shawshank last week and you got this one. So we'll see what record you can come up with.
It's such a great movie, though. Like Ed Rooney and the whole thing is just the best in that movie. I love it. So that one wasn't going to get by me. So I didn't know we were doing movie quotes last week. You kind of surprised me with it.
You got to get a recurring theme. Why not a recurring theme, guy? Have some fun with it. You know what I mean?
God, you remember watching that movie over and over again and rewinding it on the VHS tape? We wore that thing out, I think, watching that movie. We just laughed so hard.
That one in Weird Science. Yeah.
Oh, Weird Science was a great one, too. Yeah.
I think we even got into this Marx Brothers movie back a long time ago. We just kept
Duck
watching
Soup or
Animal
something.
Crackers over and over again. It's all we had. It was a duck soup. It's all we had. We had duck soup and Weird Science. It was like, thanks, Dad. And when are we getting cable? Hey, we're not getting cable. What do you mean we're not getting cable? Everybody in the neighborhood's got cable. If everybody jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge, would you jump off the Brooklyn Bridge? No, Dad. He had so many great sayings every morning. Guy would be singing every morning. Lazy Mabel, get out of the sack. We need the sheets for the table. Up and Adam, Adamant. And we're like, geez, trying to sleep here, bro.
He would be in such a good mood in the morning. He'd be like, everybody get up and take on the day. I'd be like, shut up.
Oh, yeah. Mom was always in a bitter mood in the mornings.
Oh, God. That's where I got it from.
Especially from the snow days, you know. Because you'd have a snow day. She was a teacher, and we would sit there and listen, and they'd say our school's name, and we'd be like, yeah, but they wouldn't say her name. And she'd be like, God damn it. But then the times that her school would come up and ours wouldn't, she'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, but off to school, you know.
Yeah, we went to a Catholic school there at Sacred Heart, South Plainfield, New Jersey, and then we went to St. Thomas Aquinas, Bishop R, in Edison, New Jersey.
Shout out to both. Great school.
We would usually be canceled though because there was kids coming from all of Central New Jersey to it. And Mom was a teacher at Piscataway, and they, you know, a lot of terms were open, so she would be so pissed off.
She would be so bitter. She would be so bitter. I'm late. Everybody get up. I'm late for work. Get up. You know, she said, I think one time he called her a bitch, and she came up with that goddamn broom, beat the living shit out of you, man. That's the last time that happened. I'll tell you what, she was.
It only happened once. She broke the broom, I think, on me. It was one of those plastic ones. Thank God they didn't buy those really thick wicker ones, you know. I would have been dead.
That's a near-death experience right there, man.
It was what I needed, though. Believe me. It was a good thing.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We're shutting this one down. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 2. Again, we can't reiterate enough. Positive attitude, live every day to the fullest, and know your number. Get that test. Again, I will repeat, relax. It's a bloodtest.com. Great information, great stories, great resources. So, hey, Johnny, thank you. Love you so much, buddy. Look forward to episode 3.
I love you too, buddy. And thanks everybody so much for all the kind words and the views and watching and subscribing. And we really appreciate it. And hopefully we are helping some people and making people laugh. That's what it's all about.